GitHub just announced a brand new tool called the GitHub app. It's available in technical preview, but you have to sign up for access. In this video, I want to give you a first look at it because I've been using it for the past couple weeks and I think you're really going to like it. It's not just a new way to do agentic development. It's also sort of a complete surface onto everything you do at GitHub. So let's take a look. So here's the new GitHub app. And before we go any further, the most important thing that you need to know is that you can grab this icon here and then you can control it. So you can walk it around, make it jump with the spacebar. And of course, the burning question, what happens when you go off the edge? You just go around, unless you jump off the edge, in which case you splat. Now, let's get into the actual features here. So you can see right away that you can start a chat here, and you can see that we're in a specific project and it's work tree based. So over here on the left, we've got all of the different projects that I'm working on. And if I wanted to start a new agentic development session, I could either start it here, or if I do plus here, then you can see it says new work tree down here at the bottom. So by default, we're going to get a work tree, and let's just do, I want to add the ability to have the user copy the command to their clipboard instead of just inserting it at the prompt. This is a little terminal utility that I've been working on here. So as you can see, we've got the models as you would expect and the reasoning level as well. It's exactly the agent experience that you would expect pretty much anywhere. And we get a work tree, as you can see, created right here at the top automatically. So what's really nice about this is that we can have multiple different things running inside this project at one time on different work trees. But what I really like about it is the fact that I can work on different things at the same time. So for instance, here, I can do pound to look at the issues on this repo here. So let's see, we have a JQ error. So let's go ahead and investigate number 7 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and change this to GPT-5.5. And now we've got 2 different sessions running at the same time. And you can see we have this nice little indicator there on the left to show us what's actually in process. And when they're done, you'll see they change to a little check mark. So it's really easy to visually see what's actually going on here. Now, as I mentioned, this is really a full surface onto what you do on GitHub. So that's much more than just GitHub Copilot. If we come back home here, here's sort of the dashboard that you would see. And here's your inbox of notifications, exactly sort of the way that you would expect to find them. Any of your automated workflows that you might have set up here. These are agentic workflows. And then search here across repos, PRs, issues, etc. Now let's go into settings here and see what's in here that we can discover. So we've got the storage location, instructions here, the default model, and then of course themes, super important. It comes with a bunch of themes out of the box, like Garbage Oracle, which is really nice. I don't know who's naming these themes. Ooh, this one's really pretty. I like that. Themes are super important. MCP servers. So out of the box, you get these popular ones that you can just easily add directly to your project. And then for me, I just have context 7 because, as I said many times before, it's the only MCP server you need and you're good to go. Now, here's all of the skills that I have installed, and new skills will show up here, as well as plugins that I have installed. I have Work IQ, which is great if you're in the Microsoft ecosystem because it can read your Teams and Outlook and all the different messages that you have across your documents, and you can ask questions about it right here from the CLI, which is super nice. We have accessibility features here, and then multiple accounts. Thank you so much. This is one of the #1 requests we got for VS Code inside of the box here on the GitHub app. Experimental, I'm not going to go in there because there's some staff stuff in there that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show, and then some debug tools. And then you can actually manage the different projects that you have loaded up here. Now, I showed starting an agentic session on things running locally, but we can also start a session on something that is in a GitHub repository. So for instance, I have one that is one of my repositories here. If I can type it correctly, this one right here will work. And now we are developing without actually having to clone it or worry about it being pulled. So the second that we ask for something here, so like say let's add groups to lists here, and then we'll go into plan mode. It will go ahead and take care of pulling it down, creating the work tree. And so I can do that without actually having to clone the project. It just works, right? So I can start work directly from a repository without it having to be on my local machine. Now, the other thing that you should be asking here is, well, what about diffs? Yes, you can see those here. We have really nice, rich diffs, and of course, the ability to comment, which is wild. Like I said, it's sort of like a whole pane of glass on top of GitHub running right in an application on your desktop. And then you have the terminal as well, right? Super important. So especially for this one, which actually is a terminal application that just puts Copilot in your terminal, just something small that I've been working on here. But you have the terminal and you can have multiples of these, right? So you can have multiple terminals or even a web browser here. So if you're working on a project that's a web app, you can run it right here inside of the app. And let me show you that. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse this sidebar and open this one. And this is in a web app project here. And so let's go ahead and just run this here in the terminal. Oops, I forgot a character there. And then if I click here, it will actually open here in the integrated browser here. And now we can do the pick and polish. So if I click pick and polish here, then we can actually go through and select any of these individual items. If we want to talk about the nav bar here, we can click that. And it actually adds the nav bar to the chat here. So we could say something like make the nav bar taller. And hopefully you would just write some CSS with your hands for that. But you could do that here. And now it has a reference to the element that you're actually talking about right here. And of course you need dark mode and you can toggle that on directly here. Okay, so integrated browser, integrated terminal, diffs. The other thing that I use here that I like a lot is this idea of a quick chat. So a lot of times I have a quick one-off and I don't want to create a whole other chat here. So you can do a one-off chat. So let's do a new chat here. For instance, if we had the CPT project and I forgot how to build it because it's been a while since I've worked on it, I could say, how do I build this? And then let's just do IQ, which is great for one-off questions like this. Please don't use Opus for asking questions like, how do I build this? Or how do I run this? Or how does this work? Haiku is great for answering those kinds of questions. But this sort of ephemeral quick chat here will just give you the answer that you want. There it is right there, make dev, and then we can go back and actually do it without cluttering up the project here. And it looks like we can share these as gists as well. If you want to share your chats, you can export as a secret gist. There's all kinds of features in here, and a lot of them, to be honest with you, I'm discovering as I go through this video. That's essentially a very quick rundown of the GitHub app. There's much more to see here, but make sure you sign up for the technical preview. I've been daily driving this, as I said, and I think you're gonna just love it. Well, thanks for watching, and as always, happy coding.